So we're going to start the training now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so thank you for joining us today. My name is Fatima from Speech Mobility, and we also have Bashir here with us. So this training will be recorded just like last time, and it will be sent to you in the next few days, as well as a short video capsule that will be a highlight of the different features of the Evatel mobile app. During this training, you can write your questions in the chat, and after each section, we will answer the questions relating to that section, and at the end of the presentation, we'll have a final Q&A. So on the agenda today, we're going to look at how to install the Evatel mobile app. Then we're going to look at how to make calls using the WebPhone, how to change your status and call forwarding, how to access voicemail, faxes, text messages, call logs, and call recordings, how to set up reminders, how to set up and access your voice directory, how to report an issue, and finally we'll have the Q&A. So just to give you a status of the project for those of you who weren't here at the last training, the Evatel BCIP pilot project officially ended on March 31st of 2016, which is when the cell phone service on your smartphones was cut. Your participation was confirmed to us for most of you in the middle of March, which was right before the end of the pilot project. And so we have asked for an extension, and we're waiting for SSC to confirm the continuation of the project. But in the meantime, we decided to give you the service anyways. So what we expect of you is to explore and test the technology as a voice-enabled phone service that provides access to messages by phone, web, and through the mobile app. And we also need your feedback, so we want to know how it makes your life and work easier and more productive, and what you would add or improve to the product and its accessibility. As another important note, you should know that the accessibility of the web portal and of the mobile app are not yet finished, so our team is still working hard on the project, and your feedback will help us to achieve full accessibility. Other notes, it was brought to our attention that some of you do not have access to Wi-Fi at work. So therefore, some of you have been testing the app from home or other places where you have access to Wi-Fi. We strongly encourage you to do so. And on our end, we are doing everything we can to get the project continuation approval from SSC. So this will enable us to provide you with a cell and data plan on your smartphones. And we thank you for your patience and collaboration throughout this process. So before we start, I'm going to change my status to in meeting so that I'm not bothered during this training session. We will go more in depth onto how to do this later. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going into my Evatel mobile app, and I tap on the status icon at the top right corner of my screen, which currently displays a green check mark since my current status is available. So now I see the option to change my status, and I select in meeting. And next, it asks when will the meeting end, so I enter 3 p.m. and tap save. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my virtual assistant just to demo that the change has been made.
One moment, please. Your status is in meeting until 3 p.m. What can I do for you?
Hang up.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
That's it. So my status is in meeting. I won't be bothered until 3 p.m. So we're going to start with how to install the Evatel mobile app. The first step is to go to the App Store if you have an iPhone or iPad, Google Play if you have an Android device, or on BlackBerry World. Once you're there, you can search for either Evatel Office extension or for speech mobility. So if anyone of you on this call were not able to find the app, can you please tell us now or use the chat? All right, so it seems like you've all been able to find the application. That's good news.
Quick question.
So yes.
Yes, even though I was able to find the app on my personal iPhone, is there like a standard iTunes account we should use during the project, or do we just create our own or use our own?
You can create your own, or you can also create a new one with your @evatel.co email account.
Which I haven't received. Okay.
Who am I speaking to?
Gaetan Zbi.
Okay, so Mr. Zbi, right after this call, we can talk and about your Google account, and I'll give you all the information related to that.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. All right, so once you're on the App Store, Google Play, or BlackBerry World, and you found the application, you can tap to install it. And once it is installed on your phone, you just open the app and connect to your Evatel account. So for iPhone and BlackBerry, you must enter your user ID or email and then your NIP and tap connect. You connect to your Evatel account using the same credentials that are used to connect to your Evatel web portal, and these were sent to you by email. So if you need them sent to you again, you can contact us after this training and we'll send them again. And that's it, you're ready to use the Evatel mobile app. So once you open the Evatel mobile app, the first page you see is the dashboard. The first thing you're going to see is the menu button, which is completely on the top left, the status, which is completely on the top right, and the virtual assistant icon, which is completely at the bottom of each screen. So these options are always available throughout the app. Next, we're going to look at how to make calls using the WebPhone, which is an option that is available on iPhones and Android devices only for now. So first, how does the WebPhone work? So the WebPhone allows you to make calls using your office phone line and caller ID. It uses voice over internet protocol, so VoIP, and you can call your colleagues from anywhere using their office extension, and they will see your office extension as their caller ID, and other contacts will see your smart number as their caller ID. On your Evatel mobile app dashboard, the WebPhone is the first option at the top middle of the screen. So here's what you will see on the WebPhone page. The first thing is a dial pad to dial phone numbers. So once you have entered the phone number, you can tap the green phone icon, which is right under the number 0, and you will then be given the following options. So the first option is to use the WebPhone. So when you make the call, it will use your office phone line and caller ID. The second option is call me back. So your virtual assistant will actually call you back and automatically make the call. And this is a very useful option if you're abroad, for example. And for that, you can edit your callback number. So for now, the callback number that you have is most probably the cell phone number that was associated to the smartphone that we provided you. But as you know, that number is no longer active. So if you want, for example, to add, to replace it with your work phone number or your personal mobile number, from the dashboard, you would tap the main menu on the top left side of the screen. From the main menu, the fourth option is settings, so you tap on that. And from settings, the second option is the callback number. When you're done entering your new callback number, you can just tap on save. And this is the number on which your virtual assistant will call you back. Finally, the third option to make a call is to use the cell network. So this will use your regular cell phone network as if you had made a call outside of the Evatel mobile app. And your cell phone number will be displayed on caller ID, and your regular cell phone fees will apply. You cannot use this feature right now until the project extension is approved and your SIM card is activated. Now, if you don't want to be asked to select an option every time, you can select one option that will always be applied for future phone calls. So you can do that from call options, which is the first option in the settings menu. So to make the call to the number or contact shown, you tap the phone button, and the display changes to show the in-call options, which include the speaker to hear the conversation on loudspeaker, mute to mute the microphone, hold to put the call on hold, transfer to transfer the call to someone, record to record the conversation, and the red phone button to end the call. So back to the web phone. On the left-hand side of the green phone icon at the bottom of the dial pad, you will find the contacts icon, which allows you to access your contacts list. On the right of the same green phone icon at the bottom of the dial pad, you will find the web phone call logs icon, where you can find previous calls made and received. And at the very bottom of the page, in the middle, you will find the virtual assistant icon to reach your virtual assistant directly as if you were at your office desk. So you can make calls using voice commands through your virtual assistant. This icon is always visible throughout the app. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a demo. I'm going to call one of you on using my web phone, and hopefully the person will pick up. So I'm going into my contacts. I've entered all of your numbers there. Yes, hi, David? Thank you. So this shows that the demo worked. Thank you very much. All right, so it looks like there was a little bug on the speaker, but David here actually picked up the phone. So I made this call using my web phone. I went in my contacts, found David's mobile number, and I called him on there. All right. Now we're going to look at how to change your status and call forwarding. So the status and call forwarding functions are very useful to manage your communications and increase your productivity. Using call filtering, you will be able to avoid unsolicited calls and never miss an important call. So to change your status and call forwarding, you tap on the status icon at the top right corner on the dashboard, the same way I did at the beginning of this training. And this icon displays your status and name at all times. So, for example, if your status is set to available, you will see a green check mark, whereas if your status is set to unavailable, you will see a red stop sign. So when you're in status and call forwarding, the first option at the top will be change status. So what you do is you tap on the box to change your status to either available, in meeting, out of office, or unavailable. If you select in meeting, you will be prompted to enter until what time. And if you select out of office, you will be prompted to enter until what date. When you're done setting your status, you can tap on save. On that same page, the second option is forward all calls to. When you tap on that box, you have three options. The first one being phone. So you can select one of your private numbers, which you have entered on your Evatel web portal. The second option is user, so you can redirect your calls to one of your colleagues. And the last option is schedule, through which you can forward your calls according to your schedule, which you can configure on your Evatel web portal. When you're done setting your call forwarding, you tap save. That's it for status and call forwarding. Now we're going to go to how to access all of your communications through the mobile app. So first, we're going to look at how you can access faxes, which is the first option on the left in your dashboard, which is right below the web phone. When you see the fax icon, you can tap to access all faxes sent to your smart number. You should have at least one test fax from Speech Mobility that you can use for test purposes. When you tap on a fax, you have the option to view it, forward it by email, or delete it. And a copy of the faxes received on your smart number is sent to your email address, your @evatel.co email address, and they can also be accessed on your web portal. Next, in your dashboard, voicemail is the first option on the right below the web phone. So to access all voicemails left on your smart number, which you should already have at least one test voicemail from Speech Mobility. When you tap on a voicemail, you have the option to listen to it, forward it by email, or delete it. A recording and voice transcription of each voicemail left on your smart number is sent to your email address and can also be accessed on your web portal and through your virtual assistant using voice commands. Next, in your dashboard, text is the second option on the left from the top. So you can tap on that icon to access all text sent to your smart number. And you, again, should also have at least one text message from Speech Mobility. When you receive a text on your smart number, you will receive a copy on your Evatel mobile app and a copy on your regular cell phone text messages. You can also access these text messages on the Evatel web portal. Another thing you can do is you can configure your Evatel SMS option to have your Evatel virtual assistant call you and read to you each new text message. Then you will also be able to reply to the text messages using a voice command. The reply will be the text transcription of what you said with a link to hear the actual voice message. So back to texting from the mobile app, you can also send a text message to just anyone. To do so, you just click on the plus icon at the bottom right of the page, which is at the right of the virtual assistant icon. When you send a new text message, you can enter the phone number of your recipient directly or start typing the name of contacts that are in your voice directory. So what we're going to do is we're going to send a text message to David, whom we just spoke to on the phone, and we'll see if he replies. Once he does, we'll let you know. So I'm just sending him a quick text message. And it's sent. Next, in your dashboard, Conversations is the second option on the right from the top. You can tap to access recorded conversations in the same way as accessing and managing voice messages. So you can remember that it is simple and easy to record a conversation. You can just tap the record button during the call. And if you're not using the mobile app, you can record conversation using the *3 command to record and stop recording. Recorded conversations are sent to you by email as audio file attachments, and they can also be accessed on your Evatel web portal. Finally, in your dashboard, Call Logs is the third option on the left from the top. You can tap to access all calls you made or received on your smart number. When you tap on a specific call log, you have the option to check details of the contact if they are in your voice directory. You can send a text message to the contact, or you can call them back. Call logs can also be accessed on your web portal and through your virtual assistant using voice commands. So the next section of this presentation is on how to set up reminders. The reminders option can be used to remind you of important events, such as when your parking runs out, as a wake-up call, or even as a rescue me call. So if you're going into a meeting which you know will be taking too long and you need a fake emergency call to get out of it at a certain time, you can set a reminder and your virtual assistant will call you to rescue you out of that endless meeting. To access reminders, you tap the main menu on the top left side of the screen. And the main menu second option is reminders. If you already have reminders programmed, you can tap on them and to edit them, or uncheck them to activate or deactivate or delete them. Just a side note, David here just replied that he received our text message that was sent from my mobile app. So back to reminders. To set up a new reminder, you can tap on the plus icon at the bottom right corner of the page at the right of the virtual assistant icon. And you will be prompted to enter a title, recurrence, time, and date for your reminder. You will also be asked to select the private phone number on which you want to receive the reminder call. At the bottom of that page, the message option is offered to you. So you can select to write out a text message that will be read to you by your virtual assistant. So for example, remember to buy milk on the way home. The option to record a voice message that will be played to you is available through the virtual assistant and will be available soon on the mobile app and web portal as well. Finally, once you're done putting in all that information, you can tap on Apply to finish the setup of your reminder. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to add a reminder on my mobile app. I'm going to call it Test Reminder, no recurrence for today. And I'm going to put in a text message called "This is a test reminder." That's it, and we'll see if that works. In the meantime, we're going to start talking a little bit about the voice directory. So the voice directory is the group of contacts that you call, text, or send emails to using voice commands. They are accessible through the web portal, the mobile app, and the virtual assistant. Your colleagues are automatically added to your voice directory, and in your case, these colleagues are actually other participants in this project. So just so you know, also the contacts from your Gmail account or from your phone are not automatically added to your voice directory, but we're going to show you now how you can add contacts. So the easiest way, the most effective way to add contacts to your voice directory is to sync contacts from your @evatel.co Gmail, which we provided to you. So your Evatel virtual assistant service, oh, my reminder just came in.
Your call from Excendia. This is a test reminder.
There you go. So I had set the reminder for 2 minutes later, and she read the text message that I typed out, which was "This is a test reminder." Back to the voice directory. So your Evatel virtual assistant service is already connected to your @evatel.co Google account. Evatel can already access your emails and calendar on Google, and you only need to select which Google contacts you want Evatel to use in your voice directory. To do so, first you open the contacts folder of your Gmail and select the contacts that you want to call, text, or email using voice commands, and assign them to specific groups. So these groups could be family, customers, friends, or any other group that you may want. Once you're done categorizing your contacts, you can go to your Evatel web portal and click on Voice Directory in the main menu, and then on Settings in the Voice Directory page. From there, you choose to manage your contacts on the Google Mail server. Once you select that, a list of your Google contact groups that you just created will appear. You can select the groups that you had created previously and click on Save. And that's it. The selected contacts and groups will be in your Evatel voice directory. You can also add or import contacts manually into your voice directory. So from the mobile app, if you want to add a contact manually, you can tap on Voice Directory from the dashboard. At the bottom left corner, on the left of the virtual assistant icon, you can tap on the Add Contact icon, and you will be prompted to choose between adding a new contact or an existing contact. So in this case, you will select a new contact and tap Submit. Next, you enter the contact's information, so including his or her name, email, and phone numbers, and tap Apply at the top right corner. You can also add contacts manually from the web portal by clicking again on Voice Directory, which is the fourth option in the main menu on the left. You will be automatically directed to the Personal Contacts tab, and from there you click on New to manually add a contact. On the next page, you enter the contact's information. So again, name, email, phone numbers, contact group you wish to add them to, and address, language, etc., and you click Submit.
No, I don't.
Next, how to add a contact to from your smartphone.
When did I get it? When did I get it?
So to add a contact from your smartphone, you follow the same steps as when adding a contact manually from the mobile app, except this time it's a choice between the existing contact and new contact. You select existing contact.
Okay.
So if you get a pop-up asking if Evatel can access your contact, you tap Yes. And you will be redirected to your smartphone contact list from which you can select the contact you want to add to your voice directory. So at the end, you tap Apply at the top right corner, and that's it.
We'll go see them. We'll go see what's the
Now, another way to add contacts to your voice directory is by importing them from another email account. So in your case, since we didn't have access to your government email account, we had to create a new one, which is the @evatel.co. So if you want, you could import your contacts from your existing email account. To do so, you export the contacts from your other email account to a CSV file. Then in the voice directory section of the web portal, you can click on Import. You upload your CSV file by clicking on Choose File, and then you choose into which group you want to add these contacts and click Submit. At the top of that page, there are instructions on how to export contacts, Outlook, Yahoo, or Gmail, and on how to import those contacts into your voice directory, which includes a sample CSV file to help you out.
What is it, iPhone 6?
So we suggest that you only import contacts that you frequently call from your car office, since a smaller voice directory results in better name recognition. So now back to the mobile app, your voice directory can be accessed in 3 ways. The first way is in the dashboard. The voice directory is the third option on the right from the top. It is also the third option of the main menu, and from the web phone, it's on the left of the virtual assistant icon.
That's touchscreen unresponsive, or that's touchscreen?
So now just more options. To change your language, you can tap on Settings, which is the 4th option of the main menu, and then on Language, which is the 3rd option of the Settings menu. And from there, you can change the language from French to English. So if you have an issue while using the app, the best way for our team to address it is if you send us the logs. Here's how to do that. So first, from the dashboard, you tap on the main menu on the top left side of the screen. The main menu's 4th option is Settings. Once you tap on Settings, the 4th option that appears is Report Issue. You tap on Report Issue, and you will get a box asking you to describe the issue. So when you're done describing the issue, you tap on Send. You will be redirected to an email containing the logs addressed to our development team, and you tap Send at the top right corner of the screen. That's it. Our development team will receive the description of the issue with all of the information they need to work on it. At any time, if you need one-on-one help, you can always call us at 514-765-8470, or you can send us an email at support@speechmobility.com.
Restore from backup.
So thank you very much for attending this training. As mentioned in the beginning, the session was recorded and it will be sent to you in the next few days. And we are now listening for your questions.
The other one is iPhone, contact iPhone. Sorry. Okay, bye-bye.
So do we have any questions?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so I would like to receive that, initial information package, as all I received was this meeting appointment for using the system. So I have no knowledge whatsoever of, the portal or the Gmail account that I should use, or the contacts or anything like this.
Okay. And this is Gaetan Zubi, right?
Yes, it is. So I don't know if you have my coordinates or not. Yes,
I do. I'll be sending you all the information you need. And you also should have received the recording of the last meeting. If not, I will send it again to both your government email and your evatel.co email.
Okay, which I'm not even aware what my evatel.co account is. So.
Okay, so I will send you all the coordinates to both for your @evatel.co email and for your web portal as well, so you can access all the different platforms of the system.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, oui.
Yeah. When you're using the voice command, are you in the expert mode when you?
Yes, I am in expert mode.
Okay. So just to say hang up, it will hang up in any mode or to the assistant?
Yes, yes, it will. If you say hang up, whether you're in beginner mode or expert mode, she will hang up.
The difference will be that the assistant will give more information in the beginner's mode, I suppose.
Yes, exactly. When you're in beginner mode, you know, the virtual assistant really holds you by the hand and gives you examples of what you can tell, of what you can ask, for example, until you get more accustomed to how it works, and then you can switch to expert mode through the web portal when you're ready.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. So it looks like some of you have accessed this web training only through the phone and have had trouble logging in on the web. So for those of you for whom that happened, if you could please let me know by email or by calling me after the meeting. Again, same email, support@speechmobility.com. I will look into the issue with GoToMeeting, which is the system that we use for these meetings. So if we don't have any more questions, we're going to end the training here. We will be keeping you in the loop of any developments that we have on our side. And again, another time, at any time, you can always call or email if you're having any trouble. We will be sending you an email in the next few days, just to check up on you, see where you're at with the system, and to offer one-on-one training sessions if needed. So thank you very much, and have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.